My anticipation is building as I prepare to explain in today's podcast why I believe XRP investors will soon receive their money back. It is now abundantly evident that XRP did not have the same growth as numerous other cryptocurrencies in 2021, primarily as a result of legal concerns. Given our impending technologically driven future, one of the most intriguing aspects about XRP is the primary goal it was developed to accomplish. On the other hand, I'm beginning to think that these legal hurdles were strategically placed, maybe to discourage regular investors like us from getting involved in the market. Please accept my sincere appreciation for making this site your first and only stop for the most recent news and information regarding XRP. Now let's dive into the details of today's amazing updates. Please do us a favor and demonstrate your support. If you enjoy the stuff we provide, please subscribe to our and give us a like. If you're interested in becoming a part of our incredible community, hit the alarm button and select the channel. Furthermore, we are gearing up to host an incredible XRP giveaway when we near the 60,000 member mark. You won't want to miss this opportunity, so stay tuned for additional details. The participation process is simple and only requires 3 action details. Also, don't forget to use the hashtag MyMoneySide in your comments if you want to be considered for the contest. Examining the foundational papers in greater detail reveals that we have entered a new era when digitalization is pivotal and tokenization is replacing practically all forms. Information about XRP, including its white paper, shows that the cryptocurrency's primary objective is to simplify transactions, including various assets outside currencies. The idea of XRP being used to facilitate token transfers is fascinating in a world where tokenization is becoming increasingly prevalent, for which the worth is based on the value of assets as well as money. The single most important consideration is effectiveness. The use of tokens greatly simplifies operations. It is possible that XRP and Stellar, XRP's less flashy brother, will work together to lay the groundwork for digital asset transactions and currencies. And so that's one thing that's rather complex. Let's take a look at how XRP affects liquidity to better understand why it could revolutionize the remittance industry. The present banking system doubles the amount of money needed to conduct a transaction. For example, suppose you need to move $200 million from a bank in Japan you must use a bank in the United States to finalize the deal. In this context, XRP plays a disruptive role that has the potential to significantly alter the function of international remittances. Here I shall analyze the revolutionary potential of XRP as it pertains to the domain of consider the foreign exchange market, FX, and liquidity in the event that XRP or a similar cryptocurrency enables near instantaneous transactions. A lot of money could be made available with this innovation, and the market would run much more smoothly as a result. This efficiency is the very reason why the market is more efficient. Despite the fact that numerous banks have just started working with Ripple, the transition to institutional acceptability is still in its early stages. Looking at an example will help to clarify this point. In the event that the Tokyo branch of Bank of Mitsubishi is required to transmit 100 million yen to its New York branch for the purpose of currency conversion, may effectively lock up $200 million 0 cents if the exact same amount were required in both currencies at both sites. It would be like this if the Bank of Mitsubishi in Tokyo had to send the money to its branch in New York. But if this deal involved a cryptocurrency or token like XRP, the consequences would be enormous. Here we have yet more intriguing occurrence to think about. One of the most noteworthy achievements from the top down is Ripple's triumph in the litigation when Judge Torres ruled that the cryptocurrency is not a security. And further one is the possibility of Ripple becoming public, which is a move that is presently pending clearance from the SEC. Even though we don't talk much about it on the show, I've been an XRP investor for quite some time. My experience with XRP has been complicated. I had better returns with other assets during the last bull market, but XRP's performance was severely hindered by litigation in the community. It just as with other projects. XRP was one of those times when I was too optimistic. Maybe some of my fans lost money because they bought into my hype and never looked back. What fascinates me most is the cult-like intensity of the XRP community, which may reach extreme levels at times. Therefore, this prudence is due in part to the aforementioned worry. But fresh technical research indicates that XRP could soon experience a jump similar to its 2017 surge. With Francis Hunt's guest visit, the show has delved further into the Hunt volatility funnel method. He offered us valuable insights. Even though XRP is only worth around $60.00 right now, he thinks its value will skyrocket to $116.00. If this prediction comes true, investors stand to gain substantially. In my opinion, XRP presents a tremendous potential, and the objective of today's show that possibility is the point of the video. This may sound trite, but there are solid signs that XRP investors are going to get a huge boon soon. Here, XRP's technical structure, which appears to be following a pattern that is comparable to the one that came before the phenomenal spike in 2017. The fact that XRP failed to hit any new highs in 2021 is actually promising, as it lays the groundwork for what could be another surge like the one in 2017. The optimistic strategy put forward by Francis Hunt, which I have been researching over the last year, is one that I, as someone who uses XRP, can easily implement. The similarities between the present scenario and the trends that predated 2017 are difficult to deny. The possibility of Ripple's IPO is one of the variables that can affect the probability that XRP will reach $16.00. This bodes well for the imminent occurrence of a significant to repurchase its most recent option.